Hello. There we are. We are live, at least I am. Oh my god, live to answer all questions regarding Omegalive, which will be released this December. And maybe you all seen the show already when we streamed it. And now it's gonna be available on DVD and on Blu-ray and on vinyl in super awesome exclusive box sets and everything. Hey there, Simone. I waved at Simone. So how are you all doing? How are you doing? It's raining in the Netherlands. I don't know where you are, but I'm missing the summer already. Hey, hello. Just to make myself a little bit more comfortable. Look what I got. Awesome. It's a little beer. Cheers, everybody. I'm doing fine, thank you all. We're just about to announce that there's a new single coming out from Omegalive tomorrow. So if you haven't seen the stream, you might want to check our socials and Spotify and all that, because it's one of my favorite songs that we did in the stream. So I guess it's already out which song it is, because I think in like Australia, that part of the world, it's already tomorrow, so maybe they have already access to the song. They're so lucky to have access to the song the first, and we have to wait. So I see a lot of different nationalities again: Chile, Mexico, Ukraine. Yes, Simone is joining the live, but I thought, maybe just enjoy yourself with me a little bit first. It's not the song with the piano in flames. No, it's not the song we're going to release tomorrow. That's too long to be released yet. But on the DVD, which will be released in December, early December, it's going to be fun. Let's see if we can add and get some people over here. There she is.
Amazing. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I had to laugh so hard at what you said, that you wouldn't add me because the fans need to first enjoy you solo.
But that's enough right now.
No, you're a great entertainer. I would totally watch you if you have a show on Netflix.
But somehow the number of viewers doubled since you are online. So maybe it's better for you to be online, then we reach more of the peoples.
More peoples. How's everybody doing out there? I can't hear you.
If everybody who's online screams, and maybe you hear the neighbors screaming, then you know that they are online too.
Yeah, but our neighbors, they're remodeling the house, so I don't hear anything. I just hear the drilling of the whatever he's using. Yeah. So yeah, we have an exciting announcement, or like Koen said, a new single is coming. So we keep you guys guessing for a while. Just hit us with your suggestions or your guesses which song it will be.
Yeah, we played 15 songs and already one has been released, so we have 14 guesses.
Yeah. But
everything is great. Yeah, that's I think so too. It could be any song, but still we had to choose one because we don't want to keep you guys and girls who didn't watch the stream or didn't have the chance to see the stream we don't want to keep them waiting too long. So we're gonna release one song tomorrow.
Yes.
And maybe you heard it, Simone, but it's one of my favorites. I don't know, how about you?
Yeah, I love all the new songs and all the
so it's a
songs we
new
did.
song.
Yeah, I gave a little information away, but
that narrows it down to like 5 songs, I guess.
Yeah, and I think you can maybe skip the really long songs. I mean, Epica in general has our single songs are anyway longer than compared to pop songs that are like, I don't know, 2 or 2.5 minutes. The songs that we have as singles are not average single length anyway, but yeah, it would be cool to release Kingdom of Heaven as a single too, but that's also not one of the songs. Oops.
Yeah, I already said it was not the song with the burning piano, so the people who saw it might already understand it.
The burning piano, it survived actually the whole burning. I thought it would be completely devastated, but it just looked a little bit burned.
Yeah, but it was not playable anymore. It was kind of died.
But yeah. Could you smell it, like the paint? When it was burning, was it extra smelly, like more than normal fire?
Well, to be honest, I was not paying attention to any smell or temperature. Just didn't want to get burned.
Yeah, but we had like I think we had like those special blankets in case you would catch fire. Imagine what that would be like. But
well, of course, there was so much fire in the show that there was a lot of safety precautions, of course.
Yeah.
But nobody caught fire, I guess. Well, at least not literally, you know. Of course, we all got the fire of the gothic metal.
The fire and the lawns we carry on. No, I guess I'm the only one that's officially now stunt woman, because I learned to fall. I guess that was a surprise moment for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? Was it your idea to have me fall off the stage? Or?
No, I would never think of that. No, that was Jens's idea, actually.
Jens.
Yeah. And he didn't even laugh while he suggested it, so he was very serious with it. But I think it's one of the most unexpected and one of the most like things that grab you by the throat if you when you first watch the show. I don't know if people maybe didn't see it yet, then we spoiled a big thing. But yeah, we should do that live too. It would be cool.
Yeah, but we have to make a little inflatable like princess castle so I can fall on there and
bouncy castle. Yeah.
Or jump back up. Whee! Hello.
Great. Yeah.
I already saw some questions coming, passing by. There was one. What's the hardest part of making of Omegalive? You want to answer that, Koen, and I can answer it as well.
The hardest part for me, well, of course, the whole logistics and the whole bigness of the show and preparing all the stuff. But the hardest thing, playing in front of nobody and still. Still, you know, trying to give everything you got. Normally, when you play for you guys, for the fans, then you give so much energy back. So it's kind of easy to have fun and to give everything you got. But if you're not there, well, it's actually not your fault. But that's it. Hopefully, we can play as soon as possible for everybody again.
Yeah, we had some festivals this summer, which was already more than I hoped for, and it was. A little bit of taste of how it can be again in the future, because that was also a hard part for me, of course, performing for a camera and a huge crew that was not allowed to. Everybody was working, so it was not like they were watching us perform, but everybody had a job to do.
And they all wore mouth masks, so you didn't see if they were laughing or if they liked it.
Yeah. And with Jens, you can never tell if he likes anything. He always has a serious face.
Yeah, but he likes everything, so good.
Yeah, for me, the hardest thing, I guess, was actually Cry for the Moon, because of having to do that. I was afraid that I was gonna, mess up the speech. So there was a little bit of pressure of that on me, but it went really well. And that's silly. I mean, I'm not nervous to sing, to perform, but then to do a speech,
Yeah.
that makes me kind of nervous, or
It's always those weird things that make you nervous.
Yeah, out of the ordinary things, or out of the comfort zone, which is actually good. You should just do things out of the comfort zone. Otherwise, you become a little bit boring, I guess.
Yeah, true.
The Obsessive Devotion was such a good performance. Yeah. I was only in there for half of the song, though, and I left. That's for me always the moment where I can go to the bathroom during live shows. That's why I love Obsessive Devotion. I can listen to the song while I'm on the restroom. I have it still. I know when I have to like pull up my pants to go back on stage, because I hear it still on my in-ear. So I don't come back on stage too late.
So if at home you're taking too long, then Oliver plays that song and then you come off.
Yes. The end of Obsessive Devotion is my cue to go back on stage.
I read a question here. What was the concept behind the two cobras and the show decoration in general? Interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was mainly Isaac's idea how the whole stage was built. The decor. Is that a good English word?
Yeah, I guess so. Stage decor.
And I think the snakes come a little bit out of our legacy from the first album and the holographic principle. And we wanted to have two big statues-ish things on stage that could breathe fire and smoke. And then I think, because of the snakes, there are like a long shape without too much to add. It was an easy shape, but still, a powerful shape. And dragons, snakes that breathe fire, they look cool. So they make us look cooler than we actually are, I guess.
Yeah, I guess to pick dragons, because we have also a song called Chasing the Dragon, but that would make it a little bit more like post fantasy style. So I think the snakes and the fact that they're very abstract and like they look like they connect really well to the geometrical shapes that we already had.
Yeah.
So it was a nice addition, and they're versatile. They can be facing, towards the audience, in this case the camera, or to each other. So we had them also with us now for a couple of live shows, and for some shows we're not, due to safety regulations, not allowed to use fire. Yeah. So we just had like the cold smoke coming out, and it was like breathing in my neck. It was like, ooh, the breath of, I don't know, my freezer. It was ice cold. But I think they add a lot to the show, to the visual side of the show.
Yeah, I think so too. And since we had like the idea for the snakes and how they would look with the geometric shapes, then we thought we had to build the rest in the same style, in the same so that it looks like one big stage. And we made it as versatile as possible so that we could use it on all the different setups we had during Omegalive, and it worked really well, I think. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Another fun thing for me were the risers, the guitar risers that you could, you have to push a button and then it will go up and then it will stop. And I used that as well. And I was also a little bit scared of using that, because I was always thinking when the elevator or like the lift part would stop, that I would then fall off and like have a huge blooper. But that didn't happen. I'm a little bit afraid of heights, so I was standing on those, like my knees were all like wobbly.
All shaky.
But I used it now also for the live shows, which is then even higher, because when we did Omegalive, we were basically standing on the floor.
Yeah.
And now with the live shows, we were on the stage, so higher than the floor, and then up on that riser. So that was but once you've done it a couple of times, then you feel safe, and then you're not so distracted, and you can just focus on the show and not on the technical things. And
But that was also a thing in Omegalive. It was the first thing for us for a lot of things we did the first time. So it's it also adds to the weirdness of playing that show. If you do it like 100 times, then and you know how to go up and down, you know how it feels, then it's easy. But we didn't have time to practice that like 100 times, so it was always a first. And that made it really scary as well.
Yeah. So what was the most emotional moment for you during the whole Omega circle?
I remember when we were shooting the grand finale of the song Omega with everybody on stage. So we practiced it a few times, and then you had the kids on stage singing, then you had the fire acts, then you had the flag throwers, all the pyros, the acrobats in the sky, everybody, and then that grand ending. The song already has it with all those visuals standing there. That brought a little tear to my eye.
Yeah, especially because your daughter was there as well.
Yeah, she was singing with the children's choir, so that was really cool.
Yeah, so we had Koen on the riser, and behind Koen was a mini female Koen, his daughter. That was also for me, like as a mother, I could tell it was not my kid, but I was like really proud, and I think that was kind of a full circle moment, having your child with you for the show.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
For me, one of the most like emotional moments was also like with the children's choir. I became totally hormonal. Like, oh, babies! Even though they were not babies anymore, there were actually some really like I don't know,
bigger
10, 11. Yeah, Kato is now at almost 10, right? Or is already 10?
She's already 10. Yeah.
She's already 10. Oh my god! When we did the ballads, like being in the circle of fire, in the ring of fire, when the camera was circling around, and it was just a very intense take to do.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I love performing that song, and it was a total different feeling, total different setup compared to the other how do we call them again?
Scenes, acts.
Acts, yeah.
For me, I think that there was also a question: what was visually? What did you think was visually the most stunning piece? And I think the Act 4 that we did it in one camera shot. The whole act is one shot. It worked so well, and it's not a thing that stands out, but somehow if you notice it, then it's really flowing and peaceful, and really worked visually, I think.
Yeah, because it's one camera actually filming everything, and with the other parts there are several cameras, and the footage is then basically taken from different angles, and this was just one shot. And I know the camera guy, he was like completely wet because he had to run around and he had to carry that heavy
for 50 minutes, and then like of course the first try didn't succeed, so But with the choir in the fog, and then when Rivers was done, and it switched to the piano and the guitar, and then the circle of fire coming up, it worked out really well.
Yeah. For me, the questions are not loading anymore. Do you see any?
Yeah, I have here a question which I saw a few times. How was it performing in the rain? How did that feel? How did you like that?
Yeah, singing in the rain, huh? I was afraid it was going to be ice cold, but it wasn't, luckily. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We of course we played in the rain a few times on festivals. I remember one show in Finland, middle of nowhere, where it rained, or like that show in Germany in one of the big festivals. But then again, if you really have to stand in it, it's different.
Yeah, and this was not like rain. This was like dikke druppels.
Heavy rain. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a shower more instead of the rain. But it was fun. And try to look cool while being like bombarded with buckets of water is difficult. But that was also like a highlight for me, or like, oh, is this gonna turn out okay? And we had to, I think the guys were wearing fake leather pants, so at least the legs wouldn't get wet. And I was wearing that huge skirt. So I didn't get that wet as I thought I would. And yeah, it's another unique experience.
It was, yeah. It
Um,
was one of the ideas that Isaac had. We have to do rain. It was really cool. I think.
yeah, every time I shower at home, I take my microphone with me. Otherwise, it doesn't feel the same anymore.
Yeah, and I think it was also one of those things that you would never expect to happen in one of those shows, right? So it was, yeah, it was one of the things that stood out the most, I guess.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let me see if we have.
I don't see any new questions, so you gotta tell me the questions. With me, it's stuck with the Brazilian flag. It's not loading anymore.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch any other live streams during the lockdowns, or not?
I watched Anneke van Giersberger's stream, where she played with her son, and I also had to cry because I don't know, maybe because I'm a mommy now. Hormones. So it was beautiful to see her perform with her son, because I know Vincent is now 8. Your kids are, Pepin's going to be 8 soon. Couture is 10. And it just goes so quickly. And I remember actually when her son was born, and he's 16 now, I think.
Yeah, he's big now, right?
And Vincent's 8, but before you know it, he just had piano lessons before. He's playing piano and Oliver's playing the guitar, and I can sing along, so we're already like a little band. So I guess that's what made me emotional, just that kids grow up really fast, and it's great if we can include them in our lifestyle, a job as musicians.
Yeah, sure.
So which live stream did you watch?
Oh, I was able to watch the Nightwish one, which I liked, and I had a really good bonus to be able to watch the Coen live stream that they did on the rooftop in LA. Looked really cool.
That sounds cool.
And of course the Behemoth one, that was really early in the pandemic or in the lockdown. So I thought they did a really great job. Also, it looked stunning. You know, of course they work with Groupa 13, who also shot our latest 2 videos. And they have just the great eye for detail and a great eye for atmosphere. So I'm not a huge fan of their music. It's not for me. I really appreciate what they're doing, but it's not what I play regularly. But how they perform and what they do, I really appreciate that. It's really great.
Yeah, I think a lot of bands started with my phone went on standby. We did the stream pretty late, but we originally wanted to do it a couple months earlier. We had everything ready to go.
Yeah, but we just
we had to postpone, which was annoying. And actually, when we were about to do it, it was almost not happening as well, because the rules were changing constantly, and we were facing another lockdown right before the stream. So we were like, everybody was turning gray in like a couple hours, worrying. So, but it worked out fine, and I'm happy we did it. It was a unique experience, but we have to adapt to what's going on, and I think we succeeded really well.
Yeah, it's the only thing we actually could do for our fans, and it turned out to be. I think it turned out to be great. I'm really looking forward to seeing it again. I haven't watched it since, which is good, because of course you have to watch it a lot of times before it can actually turn into a Blu-ray. But maybe I'm gonna watch it again. Let me see if there are more interesting questions.
I would like to watch it again as well. It's different to perform and then watch it yourself, because when you're in the moment, you experience it in a totally different way.
Which additional Omega songs will you include in upcoming set list? That's a question we get a lot. But of course,
Code of Life. I hope that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. And I see a lot of people asking for that. But we could do that. Maybe if we play live, it's time to add some more songs, of course. Would be great.
Yeah, I love to play the new Omega songs during festivals. That was also a first time then to play it in front of an audience.
Yeah, it was really cool to play the new songs. Also because you've played the old songs a lot.
Yeah, a lot. That's true.
Yeah. Let me see. It's really hard to read and talk at the same time.
We get a lot of hearts and flowers. Where can we buy the Epica beers? At the Casmate website. We can link it in the stories for you, or it should be also in our link tree, right, Koen?
Yeah, I think it's in the link in bio. So if you want to buy it, it tastes good. I'm shamelessly promoting it by drinking it, but I didn't have any other beer. And of course, if you're a rock star, you have to drink beer if you're on Instagram Live. But drink responsibly.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't have any Epica beers at home, but I heard that I can get some freebies, so I'm gonna send them an email so I can have a beer maybe on my birthday in January, that I have on my birthday Epica beer. That will be cool.
Maybe we can have a few together if we play the shows in December.
That too. Well, for me, half a beer is enough. I can never finish a whole can. It's too much.
And they're in a half-liter can, so that's a good thing.
We can share. But for Arjen, that's not enough.
So, let me see. I don't speak Spanish.
I can see the questions again now. You were very great at Alcatraz Festival. Yeah, it was an amazing show. But really late, like 11:30, and I am now in a family rhythm, going to bed at 9:30, so I had to wake up, stay up late for the show.
Yeah, me too. It's really weird if you are in that other routine, and then suddenly you have to be on stage when normally you're already in bed for like an hour.
Yeah, exactly. I think
do the freedom dance. Yeah, are the dancers coming along on tour? No, we're gonna do that ourselves, I guess.
Koen can work really well. He can do it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to stay behind on the riser, so yeah. Maybe
well, if you have your new motion, you can twerk for the audience.
Yeah, or maybe Mark and Isa can do it, and Dork, of course.
Okay, yeah, that's Spanish. I cannot. Brazil needs the beer, yes, and we need caipirinha. I'm actually more like I like cocktails more than beer.
Good caipirinha. That would. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Someday when we are able to travel the world again,
we'll have caipirinhas until we
go away.
With pão de queijo, like the little cheese balls. I like those.
Yeah. Anything.
So, should we maybe say which song we're going to release, or should we keep it a secret? Should we ask?
I saw a few people
guessing it right.
Guessing correctly, but of course, if you name every song, then it.
Then one will be correct.
But I guess if people are not new to the internet, they can check on the Australian pages what it is. Because it's already out there.
You know that I see there are 666 people on the stream, live stream now.
Okay. Does that include us or not?
No, I think people watching. Yeah, that's cool. Gotta take a screenshot.
But it's already different.
Then my phone is stuck again. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, people are hopping on and hopping off. Yeah, I guess if I drink beer, then people stay, and if I don't, then they go.
Yeah, I can't ask Ollie to bring me wine because he's bringing Vincent to bed. And I actually stopped drinking for a while because I had the worst hangover a while ago, and now I'm like, I'm refraining from drinking alcohol for a while. But I will make an exception for the Epica beer.
It's a good exception. So does anybody have an awesome question regarding Omegalive still? Because I guess we're about to, it's
go to bed.
Yeah, it's already late here in Holland.
Yeah, we are I'm like half in my pajamas already, but you guys can see.
I'm actually wearing my Omegalive hoodie.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's getting so autumny and cold and rainy in Holland that I have to wear hoodies again.
I gave my Epica merchandise or my Omega girly to Elise because she wanted to have like a nice girly with like a nice neckline. And I think that, yeah, I asked her if she wanted to have it. She said yes. And I didn't even wash it, but she still wanted to have it.
But she has to make a picture then for the Instawebs. And then...
Yeah, I can ask her. I'm sure she will do that.
What's your Halloween costume? That's an interesting question.
My Halloween costume, I actually don't have any costumes, with the exception of one dress that has like a skeleton on it. And I wore it last year for Halloween because I threw a little party with a lot of Halloween-looking food. But I was the only one who got dressed. And we watched Nightmare Before Christmas in the evening. But Halloween is not that big in Germany.
No, it's also not in Holland. It's getting bigger and bigger, but you know, it's, yeah.
Sinterklaas is winning.
Of course, hopefully. Still.
Yeah.
Coen, did the piano really catch on fire? Yes, it really did.
Yeah.
And afterwards, there was not much left of it. It was, of course, a controlled stunt by our beloved pyrotechnicians. And yeah, but it was real fire, and it was also really hot. And I'm really happy that that piano part only lasts for like 20-30 seconds, so that I still had all the hair on my hands. And yeah,
but nothing on the head anymore, right?
No, that's why that's why it was safe to to perform that.
Yeah, you can imagine banging, like doing head banging, and then the hair catching fire, and it's gone in a second. Boom.
Yeah, it was could have been.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old when I started to listen to you, and now I'm 32. Time flies. Do you know how old that makes me feel?
Yeah, I know. When I read those messages, well, I feel old. But next year is going to be our 20th anniversary already.
Oh my God.
So, wow.
I remember being 20 and not being in a band, and now.
I don't remember that. I was 17 when I joined, so Epica is more than half of my life already.
Yeah. That's really
crazy.
weird.
Yeah. But we can, I don't know, those last 2 years with Corona don't really count.
No, they don't.
We can forget about them.
If they don't count in like real years as well, then I'm for it. But that's not how it works.
No.
Yeah. But of course, everybody who is on Instagram is younger than us.
Yeah, when we started back in the day, we just had a forum before we had the website, I remember.
Yeah.
I was checking the forum in between my school breaks to see if anybody wrote something on the school computer. Can you imagine?
On the forum, yeah.
No phones, no laptops back in the day.
You had to read in magazines.
Yeah, we really start to sound like dinosaurs now.
Oh, that's actually terrible. That's actually terrible.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe now is the time to say which song it's going to be, and then we can see if people like it or not. Because I don't really see people wandering around the dark side of the internet and already guessing it. So, Simone, if you want to do the honors.
Somebody give me a drum roll. It is Skeleton Key.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, the Skeleton Key. That's a song that you're gonna see tomorrow, right? On the 7th.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yes.
It's one of my favorite songs from the album.
Yeah, mine too.
I really love it. And it's really great to play live as well.
Yeah, it is a short and punchy song with a catchy chorus and like a very spooky verse. I remember writing the vocal lines in the kitchen of the house we were staying in when we were doing songwriting. and liking the song from the start. The song was written by Rob, and I wrote the lyrics to it. And I also enjoyed making the video in Poland with the owl on my arm. We left the owl at home. We didn't invite him or her for the shoot. But yeah, we had some other cool extra stuff going on during Omegalive / The Skeleton Key. So check that out tomorrow. Pre-order the DVD, CD, Blu-ray, the whole amazing merch line that we have. We put a lot of love in designing that as well.
Did you know, Simone, that the little keys we have in the video for the skeleton key from Poland, that I actually asked them to send them over, and all the kids in the choir are wearing one as a necklace. So if you haven't seen that as a detail on the stream, then you should zoom in tomorrow. And they're coming. The keys are coming back in the Omegalive show again later in the show. So all those tiny details that people haven't noticed yet. There's so much to be seen yet. So you should actually pre-order it already. Might I suggest, it's a cool idea to pre-order the 5 10-inch LPs, because they have like this effect on it, and when they're spinning, then it's actually moving. If you put it under like a stroboscopic light, or if you watch through the camera of your phone, then the letters are actually moving. So that's something that's so cool. I can't wait to see how that looks.
Yeah, I'm checking for the post that we did so I can show an example of it, but it's called zoetrope, right?
Yeah, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a zoetrope image.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how it looks when you actually are playing the record. So that's so cool.
But there's a trick on how to see it, right? You have to hold a flashlight against it in the dark, or what was again the deal for this?
Yeah, it's of course, because it's spinning, and there's like the
Sorry, guys.
Because of the frequency that your eyes see, or something. I don't know how it works, but if you put you can watch it in 2 ways. If you watch it through your phone, because the camera detects less frames, I don't know, or if you put it, or you put a strobe light underneath, or you point your stroboscope light. There are a few apps for that. I think the box set comes with an explanation how to do it, but you have to flash it with a strobe, and then you see it moving.
Yeah, I need that instruction, otherwise I will probably not know how to do it. But I think it's a cool effect.
Yeah, actually, when we talked about it with the record label, they said, "Well, we had it once before, and it doesn't work." And then I told them, "Yeah, but did you use the stroboscopic light?" "No, I didn't know that you have to do it." "Ah, yeah, that's probably why it didn't work." Oh, then it might be cool anyway. So then we got the go ahead to be able to do that too.
Yeah, maybe when we get a hand on one of those ourselves, we can film a little video and show people.
Yeah, somebody said here that the shutter speed of your camera phone will bring out the effect too. So I don't know, or it was a question. I don't know, but if it works, then it works.
Cool.
Yeah. Are there any bloopers that we will see of the Omegalive show?
There are some bloopers, but
Are there?
For me, or not bloopers, but more like not a semi-embarrassing moments, but if I tell people what it is, then they're going to see. So I'm not going to say.
No, but I guess
no real bloopers.
I guess what they really want to know is if there are any like behind the scenes footage or any extra footage with bloopers. But to be honest, we had so much to prepare and so much to shoot that, and so many cameramen that we didn't even have time to have like a few extra people walking around to do behind the scenes documentary or anything. So unfortunately, maybe in a normal situation where there wasn't any restrictions in social distancing and stuff, then we could have done it, but it just wasn't possible. So unfortunately, there is nothing like that. Only maybe on our private telephones.
Yeah, yeah. Here and there, some behind the scenes as well. Maybe we could show that, like pick out a couple of funny things. But like you said, busy every second of the day, preparing, always being on standby, and being super focused. And this social distancing, and all cameras were taken, so yeah, we couldn't film. Would have been awkward if I were to sing and film at the same time.
That's true.
You can do that during a show, like with audience, like take your phone up the stage, like I did with you when you couldn't make it for the first festival. That I took you with me when you were there on a video call and showed you to the audience.
And I still was there. I was on the same couch actually at that moment. That was cool.
Yeah. with the Epica beer? No, I don't think we had it back then.
No, I had a different beer.
Oh.
So there's always beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta have fun, right?
Yes. And I gotta go to sleep soon. I didn't sleep.
Yeah, I guess this wraps it up. So tomorrow we're gonna release the Skeleton Key, the second single from Omegalive.
Yes.
With a video, and of course on Spotify and all those awesome new technologies thingies.
DSPs.
Yeah, and you can pre-order everything through our bio link and through our website. And I hope you do, because I think it's the best DVD we ever made. Still.
It is.
So, I don't know if I have to add anything more.
No, just that it's the perfect Christmas present for yourself or one of your loved ones or fellow metalheads. I think the timing is perfect. So I already have a gift for Oliver, because, you know, Oliver actually bought a ticket for the stream, and I told him, why? Why? You can be on the guest list. You're, you know, part of the family.
That's
but
so
he's
nice.
like, no, I want to support the band. So I thought that was sweet. So I'm going to give him my DVD then, or get him one. Yeah.
That's nice.
So I have a Christmas present for Oliver already.
Then he unwraps it and he's so happy. But he already saw it because he bought a ticket for the stream. So he might be disappointed. You should buy him something else too.
Yeah, okay. Then maybe a Christmas DVD.
Or buy him an Epica beer. Maybe he likes that.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, of course. We have the shows in the Netherlands, and I can bring some Epica beers. Or he's going to love that. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for this.
Thank you.
Insta live session. We're so out of practice with this.
Yeah, it's been a while. So do I have to kick you out then, or are you leaving by your...
You're stuck.
Oh no, you're still there.
Yeah. Can you repeat it, please?
Weird. Are you yeah, we thanked everybody for being here, and do I have to kick you out now, or are you gonna leave and say goodbye? How does this work? I don't know.
No, you have to kick me out because I'm in your life. So I give you permission to kick me.
Yeah,
okay,
I see.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Good night.
So everybody, if you want to kick Simone out, just say yes.
I can also press the little X up here. Should I do it? Should I do it?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
So I'm still doing it. Hopla. And there she went. Well, I say it once more. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this awesome Epica Live. I hope you enjoyed it and that we answered a few of your questions. No, everybody says no. If you have any more questions, you can always ask them somewhere underneath, I guess. And I hope to see everybody real soon, live on stage, if the world opens up again. We're getting there, so hold on. And remember, in December, we're going to release Omegalive on Blu-ray, DVD, CD, vinyl, every possible thing you know. So thank you very much for joining us once more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.